Hello class, this is the first of two sets of videos. So ito yung sa high frequency analysis. In the face-to-face class, we already discussed the analysis in the low frequency. So diretso na ta class sa high frequency. We will still be using the same example as we used the last time. And take note class, first thing to notice is dapat given yung mga capacitances. Okay? Now, as you notice, class, CCA is approximately equal to 0 in this case. Okay? But for the sake of discussion, para ma-emphasize, ang output nga part, ato ning himuon nga dili 0. So, let's say, a small kuan, let's say 2 picofarads. Ginawa tong 0 class because in some configurations, uh, complicated pag hindi zero si CCE. For example, common base. Common base kasi is non-inverting. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwedeng gumamit ng Miller equivalent capacitance. So, si CCE, ano yan, magiging feedback capacitor yan. So, mas mahirap. But here, I think this is not common base. So, kaya naman. We know that this is not common base because the input is at the base while the output is at the collector. So, this is common emitter. And common emitter we know is inverting. Ibig sabihin, yung gain niya is negative. The output voltage is 180 degrees out of phase with respect to the input voltage. Ibig sabihin, pag si output voltage in a sine wave, pag tataas siya, si input bababa. Okay? Right. Now, in reality class, question is, saan to galing, sir? How do we know the parasitic capacitances? We look at the data sheet. Okay? And in your transistor data sheet class, yung COBO, ito, okay? Yan yung CBC. Si CIBO, ito yung CBE. Bakit ganyan? Okay. For example, meron kang transistor. Saan si CBC? Base collector. Base collector. So, yan. Base collector. CBC. Saan si CBE? Base emitter. CBE. Okay. Tapos si CCE wala kasi ano siya, maliit. Ah, alam natin na ito ay CBC because okay, of this one. Ito yung ano niya, parang test bench. Ito yung test bench para ma-measure si COBO. So let us check the test bench. 'Di ba? Sabi niya may nilagay siyang 5 volt DC sa CB. So okay, naglagay siya ng 5 volts. Tapos si IE ginawa niyang 0. Yan, ginawa niyang 0. Tapos okay, okay, okay. Ah, okay. Now, bakit merong frequency to class? Because if you ah, ganito pala. Meron siyang AC component na yung frequency niya is 1 megahertz, no? So itong supply may DC value 5 volts, may AC. Now, um para makuha si CBC, ah imo nang butangan og AC input, kwaon nimo iyang impedance class. Okay? That's just the ano the magnitude of the amplitude sa voltage, okay? Meron tong voltage, 'di ba? Meron tong current na AC, meron tong voltage na AC. Okay. So, get the amplitude of the current and get the amplitude of the voltage, you divide that, you will get the impedance. And you know that the frequency is 1 megahertz. Bakit 1 megahertz? Para mag-attenuate sa class. Dito, 1 megahertz. Kasi pag hindi ito, yung frequency is not high, then you will just have an impedance that is essentially DC na impedance or when F equals 0. Ang DC, okay, DC gain to, di ba? Tinawag yung DC kasi, um, di ba DC is frequency equals 0, pero it appears that the response of the system when the frequency equals 0 is also equal or it has the same response kahit hindi 0 yung frequency. Kahit dito kasi flat eh. So tinawag na lang nila nga DC to, uh, kahit na hindi talaga siya DC. Just because the response is the same when the frequency is DC. For some range of frequency, actually ito yung bandwidth eh. Bandwidth is also called the DC na na gain. Yung gain in the bandwidth is called the DC gain. So sinadya nila yan na dito ilagay yung dito ito yung value ng frequency para mag-attenuate talaga. So makakuha mo yung capacitive reactance equals, 'di ba, 1 over 2 pi FC. Alam mo yung frequency, kuha mo to kasi amplitude ng voltage over amplitude ng kuryente, kuha mo si C. So saan siya nilagay? Sa VCB. So ito yung ito yung capacitor na gusto niyang i-measure. Dito naman, bakit alam natin na si BE ito? Kasi yung nilagay niya na voltage is a VEB dito. Okay, tapos sinet niya to na 0 para lang na ano, ito yung mga 0 to para lahat ng current, 'di ba? IAC will actually go through this path. Walang mapupunta dito kasi nakalock to na 0 eh. It's an advanced test bench setup, although not really advanced, we can still understand, pero it's out of scope of the topic. My intention is to emphasize that the capacitances are in the datasheet. And who knows, when you work, puhon, first job nyo is, sige, you have a transistor, sige, I want you to measure this capacitance ng BC, capacitance ng BE. Ah, kasi gagawa tayo ng datasheet. For example, if you work in analog devices, nagte-test tayo ng mga ICs doon. So we do the finalization of the specs. Yung mabibili nyo na datasheet, sino yung nagfa-finalize niyan? Yung mga Pinoy na nagtatrabaho sa semiconductor company. Who knows? Isa kayo doon, di ba? So, yun yung ginagawa nila doon. So, okay, we have the value. Now, what we do is, okay, we know this, we know this, we know this. Okay, okay, okay. Ay, ito na lang, class. Meron ba? Ay, no. End of the one. Ay, specifications, FET, IDSS. Hmm? Uh, okay, wala man. Sige, ikato na lang. Padayan taan eh. Okay. So, I will be borrowing some slides and then after we finish the slides, then that's it. That's the first video. So, madali lang to, class. I mean, ano siya? eh, Time ba? Dali ra mahuman. Okay. So, anyong buhaton, class, if you get bored with the video, just jump. Um, Take note nyo lang yung answer tapos try to work on your own. Okay, so high frequency response meaning the capacitors responsible or um, that has impact on the low frequency are inactive or wala silang impact. So wala silang impact, no impact. So short or open for coupling, and bypass because they are acting as high pass filter and ang high pass di ba inani? High pass ana, okay? Uh, high pa yeah, high pass. High pass, tama. So wala sila impact kay naata sa high frequency. So we are in this domain. So no impact, you see? DC. DC meaning um good as kuan. I mean maximum. Mura siyang parang DC response. No attenuation, no degradation. So maximum gain. Ibig sabihin, ideal. Ideal si coupling. So is it short or open? Ano yung case ni high pass filter na maximum yung transfer function or maximum yung gain niya? That's when it is short. Okay? Short pod ni ha, classmate lang ni sa coupling. Okay, si Salinas nangutana ni sa department. So kasabot siya nga nung ato nang ginatreat as kuno high pass. High pass ni siya because it has an high pass effect on the gain. Ibig sabihin, pag short ni siya, saka siya magma-maximize yung gain. If you remember, if this is not short, when RE is exposed, bababa yung gain. So parang nag-degrade. So parehas na sila effect ni C1 o C3. So although C2 appears to be low pass, its effect on the gain is the same as C1 and C3. That's why they have the same kanang consideration. Meaning if short si C1, short po si C2 and C3. We know that that is short sa mga di good ganahan mag-memorize. In a high pass filter, maximum ang gain VI equals VO when this is short. Sa low pass, maximum when this is open. Okay? And that is very intuitive, class. So this is short. Grabe na, short lang taas na kay sugilanon. So ano yung makikita natin? So ano uh, normal EEE 170 AC analysis. Bakit? Short yung tatlo eh. So, okay, VI, di ba ganito yun? R1, 12 at 40 is 4.7. So, diretso na lang, 12K, parallel 4.7K. Okay, let me check my monitor. Baka, okay. And then ground, what do we have? Beta RE. Beta RE. Hala, we need to solve for RE pa pala. Shortcut lang na to, class, no? Okay, ETH here is, kasi wala akong ano eh, hindi ko na-solve. So that's 9 times 4.7 divided by, okay na, kini mga inani ha, you have to do this very quick. Ang hindi makakagawa ng ganitong step as fast as possible will not pass the course. I tell you. I mean, will not pass the assessment for this one. Matingala na lang mo, wa na mo'y time. So, paningkamot good in town mo nga. Madali na ninyo. So, I have here 2.53. 533 volts. RTH, okay, parallel. So, unsa na pag parallel, diretso na ta 12 times 4.7 kahit wala na yung kilo, kilo naman yun na lahat. So, this is 3.377 kilo ohms. And then to solve for RE, diretso na class, 26 millivolts divided by IE. Ano yung IE? Diretso na, 126 times IB. What is IB? 2.533 minus 0.7 over 3.377K plus 126 times 100. Diretso na yan. Kaya naman yan ang calculator nyo eh. So if you can set up a one-liner equation, the better. Isang equalsan ra na siya. 3.377K plus 126. Oh, times 100. Dalawang zero na yan. Diretso niya. So your RE is, and you can always justify. Always justify. Ayaw lang yun mo pagpa-mathematician all the time. Always justify. Isuota inyong pagka-engineer. So 1.7986 ohms. So I can just write 1.8. That's very close to 1.8 ohms. So, di ba? Napakaliit, which is typical. Maliit siya class kasi malaki yung denominator. Okay. Bakit malaki? Basta actually, ito talaga yung pinaka-suspect niyan eh. If this is small, then this is big, this one is small. Okay, 1.8. So, beta RE, times na. Dapat pala, multiply na ni siya dito ng ano eh, 125. So, answer, 1.8 times, 125? 125. So, wala kaabot. So, 225 ra gyud siya. 225 ohms. So, this is 225 ohms. Gumaya ra, no? Okay. And then we have, thankfully, C2 is bypassed. So, this is IB. We have beta IB. Your beta is, beta lang na siya. Para dali ra. Kaysa sa magbutang tagtulo ka number nga 1, 2, 5. Beta IB. And then, no RO. So, naatay 20, 220 parallel 680. Naka-short kasi si, si C3. Okay, we have 220, 680. 220, 680 ohms. Ohms yan lahat. And then VO. Okay. Now, as a neophyte, anyong buhaton class? Anyong buhaton is, para hindi kayo mag-confuse, lagay niyo muna dito yung mga capacitances. This is CE, collector, emitter, base. CCE, nilagyan ko yan ng 2 picofarad. CBE is 8 picofarad. And then CBC is 4 picofarad. Okay, so ito is bypass. Emitter is bypass, so direct to the ground. So si BE nga 8 na day din he. Okay, pwede. One node raman ni siya. So pwede na to dribble tayo. It's just one node. So 8 picofarad. Then we have here 2 picofarad. And then we have here 4. I'm sorry, this is 4. And this is 2 picofarad. Okay. Okay. Do we have stray capacitance? Meron. 5 picofarad ito. Now, ang stray capacitance is at the, actually, dito yan eh, sa wire dito. Sa mga wires. Sa mga, ano na wires, sa mga mahabang mga wires. But this is short, that's why we only have one node. So we can just put it here na 5 pico. And then here, okay, 5 pico. Okay, and then we solve the equivalent Miller capacitance. Ala, we need to solve for the gain. Oh, ito, problema din. Ano yung gain niyan? Oh, ako, I will not derive kasi alam ko na ang gain nito is negative RC parallel RL divided by RE. Same lang na sa fixed bias. Kaya walay contribution ang R1, R2 sa iyang gain. Yan, naka-bypass ta. Okay, so let's solve that. So 220 times 680 divided by 220 plus 680. Answer is 166.22222. Okay. And then, ang answer ana, i-divide na to og 1.8. So, 92.345. Gamay lang. So, around 100. 100 ra gyapon times 346. Okay. So, use or gamitin nyo, dalhin nyo tong negative sign, 92,346. Okay? 92. Okay. A V equals negative 92 point what? Ano to? Nakalimot na ko, class. 346. 346. Now, this is the mid-band gain. Okay? What do you mean, sir? Kung absolute value ito ng gain, tapos nakalag ni, ito hindi nakalag, okay, lag na lang natin, naka-dB, ganyan to, di ba? Ito yung, yan, in dB. But we are operating in the high frequency where nag-ano na-degrade na, nag-start ng degrade, di ba? High frequency response. Let's say dito tayo nag-operate. Ito. Di ba ito dapat yung gain niya? So dapat iba yung gamitin natin, hindi ito. But for the sake of simplicity, class, okay, and this is not emphasized in your book, or is it emphasized? Kahit na nag-operate tayo sa frequency na nag-degrade na dito yung gain, we will still use the maximum or mid-band gain for the Miller capacitance. Although that, again, presents some errors. Pero wala tayong magagawa. It's very difficult, but the error is small. We can consider it engineering wise. So CMI, the Miller equivalent capacitance at the input, is the original feedback capacitor 4 picofarad times 1 minus negative 92.346. Okay? Ito yun. Saan ba yun? Miller. Di ba Miller? Check na Miller ha. Basig mali ko. Ito. Yan. Sa output, ano na lang, reciprocate. Okay. And this is equal to, okay, so 4 times 93. Additive kasi yan. 93.346. So, magiging ano na siya? 373.384 picofarad. That's why, hindi talaga mag-work si Miller pag hindi inverting kasi magiging positive to eh. Wala namang capacitor na negative. So, yung approximation niya magiging inaccurate. For CMO, this is 4 picofarad times 1 minus negative 1 over 92.346. Or para mas maklaro, ito yung negative. And the answer is, okay, 1 plus 92 raised to the negative 1. Almost equal to 4 pa rin. 4.043. So we can always use CMO as approximately equal to C, ano to, C feedback, to generalize feedback. Okay, if your gain is the absolute value is much greater than 1, okay? So, hindi na pwede, class, bypass. Kasi yung gain, sorry, hindi na pwede yung hindi bypass, yung merong exposed na RE. Kasi in that case, yung gain niya, 2, 3, so hindi na siya accurate. Hindi na siya much greater than 1. So, para safe, always calculate. Do not approximate na lang. Okay? So, wala na to. This is now replaced with its equivalent capacitance, 373.384 pico. And then here we add, isang node lang naman to, so we can place wherever we want, 4.043 picofarad. Pero take note ha, pag merong resistor dito, hindi na siya same node. So, you always base on the node to which it is attached originally. Okay, so at the input side, okay, input. Sige, ano na lang. Ato na lang siyang i-redraw nga ang ato makita class kay kuan ra gyud capacitor Yan. Wait lang ha. Okay. Ah, itong capacitor, ang total capacitance niya is 5 plus 8 plus 373.384. So 386.384 picofarad. Okay. And then, meron tayong resistance na, so parallel na yan. So pag parallel, so that should be 1 over ano to? 12,000 plus 1/4,700 plus 1/2 to 5. So ang pinaka-duol isang gamay. So we have 210.946 ohms. Okay. That's the input side. So nganong ah low pass filter, nganong kuan man ni siya, nganong high frequency man? Huh? High frequency? Okay. Tungod kay nani class. 'Di ba namantay input VI? Okay. I-source transform nato ni oh. Abe. Ah. Okay, ayun na lang. Um, let's say makuha nato class iyang equivalent current din eh, Thevenin current. Okay? So mahimo dayon siya nga okay, nana no. Okay, if there's a way makuha na to si Thevenin current. And that's AC. Actually, that's AC because this is AC. Eh. So this is AC also. And then meron tayong i-redraw na ako ha. Meron tayong capacitor. So di ba mahimo ni siyang um, voltage and then R. Oh, this is the same. This is R, this is C, this is still R, this is C. Pero we solve for the VTH AC. And we don't know. This may be different with this one, but we don't care. So, low pass filter gyapon siya. So, you see? Low pass filter, L. So, ang low pass filter pa na. Ang lower frequency lang niyang ipapass. So, ang iyang cut-off frequency is at higher cut-off frequency than the cut-off frequency sa katong dire. Okay. Why? O, mga tanan sa kabalik. Unsa ganito? Nganong dako og value ang cut-off frequency sa LPF? Equivalent ani? The answer is because the capacitance here are because of the parasitics and stray capacitance. And those are very small, naka picofarad ta. Sumudako gina siya. In fact, when we solve for that, that is 1/2. Okay, this is the cut-off frequency, higher cut-off frequency at the input, 2 pi R F, which is 386.384 na picofarad. Okay, let's try to solve for that. Mga mega-mega na siya. In your lab, nakita ninyo nga mga mega gina siya. Di po na siya kilo eh. Gamay ra pug ko kilo. 2 pi times 210.946 times 386.384 pico, negative 12. So, di ba? 1.9 1.952 megahertz. Okay, set aside. Ato to sa output node. Okay. Output node is when, okay, output node. Ang output node class, unsa may idea na? Ang idea na class is, uh, okay. Hmm. We have, pila ni, sorry kayo ha. 220, 680, na-solve na nato ning 220 og, ano, wala akong slide. 2, atura, 210, dili mo. 220, 680, sige. 220, 680, that is, I'm sorry. Na-solve na to na, nawala ko. 166.222 ohms. Dayon natin capacitance nga. Okay, atong ipon. 2 plus 5, 7 plus 4, 11.043. 11.043 picofarad. Nana yung purma, no? NIVO. Okay. Ah, because we are solving class for the equivalent, unsa man ni siya? Unsa man ni nga, okay, okay, ayan na lang. Generally that's R, that's C, and that's VO. Now, what is R? The equivalent Thevenin resistance of this network, and it is not actually 220 parallel 680. Parallel pa gyud siya sa makita niya nga impedance. Okay? Kay Thevenin man, dapat kinatibuk-an mo gyud na diri gyud magtan-aw. So to solve for the Thevenin class, balik ra gyapon ta sa i-ground ni. That's why di ni makita. Okay? When this is open, meaning ang iya nakita is infinite, open eh. Wala mang RO nga given. If na RO, infinite parallel RO kasi yun yung mas maliit. So, infinity yung makita class, meaning kinira yun na. Okay, I'm just trying to explain why we don't include beta IB, the impedance here. We do not check that because this resistance, which is R, is the equivalent Thevenin, and to solve for that, we ground the input. Okay, so resulting to the current source being open. Okay? So same ra gyapon mag kuan ka, source transformation ka para makita gyud nimo unsay porma niya. Kini man good class kay naa man gyud na equivalent Thevenin current din ha. And dili na siya zero. Why? Because there's a signal flowing padulong dinhi. Okay? In reality ba, na siya signal. Okay? So na gyud na siya makuha nga ITH. Then we do source transformation, mahimo na sang ETH. Okay nga AC. Okay, and then we have here the 166.222, and then we have here the 11.043 pico. Oh, so low pass filter gyud gihapon. Okay? Pwede na ta mo diretso ha. I'm just explaining. My job as an instructor is to explain. Your job as a student is to give me what I want. So if I ask for the sketch, ay na pud mo pagpaka-instructor nga inyon sa nindrawingon kay gidrawing man gud ni sir. I'm just trying to explain ngano nga the formula, the process works. Quiz, assessment, na time limit. Kung estudyante ko class, ako na lang shortcuton tungod kay kabalo ko nga mo work ang process. So in your free time, you can explore all you want. Nganong work man gyud nganong sa akong nahibalan sa LPF kay mag-series magyud ang R ug C. Nganong diri nga parallel mag. Okay, pero sa assessment di na nimo buhaton. You came into the classroom prepared theoretically with all the principles. So prepare na po ka sa imong shortcut. Okay? I hope you understand. Okay, so the cutoff frequency, which is higher at the output node, is 1 over 2 pi times the net, the Thevenin resistance. Okay, and then RC 11.043 pico. And this is equal to 1 over 2 pi, I'm sorry, 1 over 2 pi 166.22222 times 11.043 picofarad. And the answer is 86 mega, 705 megahertz. So when you sketch that, okay, nakalag, naka-dB, first is 1.952. Let's say, dire ni siya, megahertz. Ang isa is 86.705. Let's say, nani siya dire. We have two cut-off frequencies. So if this is your mid-band gain, okay, nakay lower frequency response, wala na to ipakita. Let's say, nakay nana, no? So, mo yung mid-band, nakay duha ka cut-off. First cut-off, 20 dB per decade. Second cut-off, di rin ang dapit, butang ta lang ha, 40 dB per decade. 40 dB per decade. So, okay, diri. Ang tulo ni kabuok no, 1, 2, 3. So, ang mag-determine sa imong bandwidth class, and naka-piecewise function ta ha. So, ang atong 3 dB is kini mismo. I mean, kining frequency niya is kato mismong buak or sani? Di man pwede discontinuity. Katong nay dili siya smooth nga part ba katong boundary. You know what I mean? So, kini siya. And then kini. So, now, this is your bandwidth. What frequencies determine your bandwidth? The dominant frequency. So, you have the lower dominant, or the dominant lower frequency FL, and the dominant higher frequency FH. The dominant nga lower frequency is the greatest of all cutoff frequencies in the lower domain or lower range, lower frequencies. For the higher frequencies, it is the smallest. So kini atong pangitaonon class. Okay? And again, always try to sketch. Kabalo mo, sketch man na, di man na sa tinuod nga accurate nga sketch. Pero sa sketch pa lang daan class, kabalo ko nga ang estudyante wala kasabot nga ang gain balag inverting kay naka absolute value kay kuan man na, di ba? Ang dB is 20 log the absolute value of the gain. Okay, katong positive. So positive gina siya. Wrong ang estudyante kung ubos. Dire siya nagkuan, no? Ang uban nga estudyante kung buffer, ang iyang mid-band nga sketch kay dili 0 dB, di ba? So makita na ako na sa class. Makita pa na ako kung mali iyang understanding sa slope kay giana na ritso. Oh, mulusot siya. 20 dB man na sir, gi-sketch lang ako. Pero dapat lahi na pud nga slope. Lahi na ni nga slope. So I think that's it. Okay, the example is actually kuan ni sa class. This is quite uh, kanang kuan accurate kining 4 pico og 8 pico because I base it on the ah, ano to? Base it on the kini sa 2N390 whatever class is NPN 3903. So, kamalay mo ang sa example 2N3903. Ang sa example kay 2510 pero wala ko mi-follow tungod kay akong gitreat ni nga 2N39 something 03. So in the next video, duha ni ka video class atong i-try og simulate. Wala na to na solve ang lower frequency response, pero let us look at the higher frequency response. Okay?